Generally on Sunday nights, we have been in a study of 1 Corinthians. Our youth are studying 1 and 2 Corinthians for Bible Bowl, and this kind of complement that. And it's a good study for us as well. Last Sunday, because it was my favorite passage, we looked at it on Sunday morning. This Sunday night, we will look in 1 Corinthians 13. That'd be my second favorite passage of the book. Now, I'll admit, in the time there is, it's hard looking at an entire chapter. But you're familiar with 1 Corinthians 13 pretty well. In fact, I would imagine if I were to say, okay, verses 4 through 7, the characteristics of love, list them. I think a lot of you, just from your memory, could list several of those. And now I want to read Colossians. And as I read Colossians chapter 3, verses 12 through 15, what I want you to kind of be thinking as you hear these words, how many of these words are a part of 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 7, and the characteristics of love? And then to realize, he ends there in verse 14, above all these, put on love, which binds together everything in perfect harmony. So verse 12, be looking for the words you'd remember from 1 Corinthians 13. Put on then as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, compassionate hearts, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience, bearing with one another, and if anyone has a complaint against another, forgiving each other, as the Lord has forgiven you, so you also must forgive. And above all these, put on love, which binds everything together in perfect harmony. You know, about half of those things that he said prior to 14 in the verse on love were descriptions of love. Here, it's just a bunch of things, then love. But then he says, love binds them together. Such an important subject and one of the most important characteristics to have in our life. And we'll look at 1 Corinthians 13 Sunday night. As we close, if we could assist you in your obedience, if it's you want to become a Christian, we would be glad to, as you're a penitent believer, give you this opportunity to confess your faith and immerse you for the forgiveness of sins. If there's a need for prayer, we'd be glad for you to come, let it be known, and we would pray for you. If you need to come, please come as we stand and sing.